everybody, Scott Golden here with the NXT review for the 31st of March 19. Sure, 2021. What a horrible way to get to the biggest NXT show of the year. I don't understand. I won't understand. I'm not supposed to understand, apparently. But needless to say, they are by far just giving away a lot. And it also shows that in previous years, NXT has been hyped for a lot of good things with these takeover shows, especially going into Mania, and it falls utterly flat. And I don't even know that I believe in where this is going for the NXT brand long term. They're moving to Tuesdays and all of that. They ran away from competition, but I don't even know if they have enough to keep putting a TV show on. Anyway, so we open with the match set up. Previous week, on last week's episode, Grimes is trying to acquire intellectual property rights to Undisputed Era. Since the group is broken up, he approached Roderick Strong with it. Strong wasn't happy with this. Before the match, Grimes has another pitch for Strong. Grimes has visual aids, and he talks about pitching the idea. Grimes says that we're leaving a lot of money on the table. He has an Undisputed Era T-shirt with the logo Grimes the System and a Grimes the System theme. Strong is not impressed with any of this. He attacks Grimes. Anyway, Grimes defeats Strong. Grimes pins Strong and is distracted by a prop. The match is fine. There's a lame finish. And Strong is in control for the majority of the match. Grimes uses cheating tactics to cut him off every time he gets. And then distracted by... Strong gets distracted by the t-shirt in the crowd. Strong is sent crashing into the lighting grid, which should be reserved for something further in the show, but whatever. Show cuts to picture-in-picture. Strong's down, selling his back. Strong keeps fighting back, and they fight through the commercial, because that's what we do. Grimes then gets the heat on Strong. Strong rallies, near fall. Built to a superplex. Grimes again kicks out. Grimes cuts off Strong. Spanish fly, crossbody. Grimes goes digging in his trunks. He retrieves for an object. Tries to hit Strong with it, but Strong ducks. Grimes drops the object. Strong picks it up, and it's an Undisputed Era armband. You can't fault Grimes for trying here. He's trying every gimmick he knows. Strong holds the band in his hands, stands there in shock, and holds Grimes. There's a delivery of a cave-in, and Grimes covers Strong for the pinfall, carrying cross vignette. And this one's kind of new. There's a training montage. Cross says he's going back to his martial arts roots, and he's training to challenge Finn Balor for the second night of TakeOver. And basically, there is a WWE Superstar ad urging people to get vaccinated against COVID. And then Walter defending the NXT UK Championship against Tommaso Ciampa is the next video package up. It takes place night one of TakeOver next Wednesday night. NXT is moving to Tuesdays on April 13th. They announced it on the air. They plug Peacock. TakeOver is next Wednesday. It'll air both on Peacock and on USA. I guess they're trying to get people to care about Peacock. I don't think it's going to work, especially with the abysmal amount of content they have available on the service. NXT Cruiserweight Champion Santos Escobar cuts a promo, makes an open challenge. Escobar claims to be the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Jordan Devlin, who faces him at TakeOver. In a title match, Tyler Breeze enters the soundstage to take Escobar up on his challenge. Escobar, with Legado de Fantasma, defeats Tyler Breeze in a non-title match. What a waste of Breeze, but they've been wasting him for years. Remember, it wasn't 6 or 7 years ago that Breeze, in fact, was facing Jushin Thunder Liger at one of the first, if not the first, TakeOver special. Anyway, Escobar is in control. Breeze cuts him off, and the show cuts to commercial break because we don't know how to pace matches. Escobar is in control when the show returns. Announcers acknowledge that he's kind of been working the knee, but they do a horrible job. This is why I listen to the show on mute and sometimes use subtitles if I'm missing something. Breeze eventually makes a comeback and locks in the sharpshooter. Escobar gets a rope break and comes back and hits a phantom driver. Escobar covers Breeze for a pinfall. Phantasma goes to jump Breeze post bell. MSK makes a surprise return and they make the save. Wrestle Young veterans pop in on the video stream. They cut a promo on both teams, Phantasma and MSK. 3 teams meet in a triple threat match for the vacant tag team championships next Wednesday. I feel so bad for Birch and Lorcan. They were gaining momentum, but anyway. They plug the match. You know, it's fine. Anyway, NXT North American Champion Johnny Gargano's angry about the Gauntlet match. The first shot at his title. He asks Theory why he's in the match. Theory said Gargano that if Gargano had ever heard of Finger Poke of Doom, Gargano said that killed the business, but he still loved the idea for his own benefit. Pomeranian Dog is walking by the Performance Center. Looks like the dog of Taya Valkyrie. And then, I don't know. Anyway, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell defeat G.D. Dolan and Zdena Rayner. Hartwell pins Raymer to win the match. LeRae delivers a wicked stepsister with a springboard elbow drop to the finish. Dolan is the former Priscilla Kelly. Can't believe they're using her as squash bait already. Some say she's too young, blah, blah, but she's one of the better talents they have that are emerging, but we don't know how to build people, so who cares? LeRae cuts promo post-match challenging the NXT Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart come out in Blackheart's tank. They shoot the heels with cannon. Title match is set for TakeOver. Raquel Gonzalez attacked CEO Shirai backstage. It comes out of nowhere. Not really well booked. Anyway, Prince Presley, the Pomeranian, walks through the open door and is marked employees only. He ran into the CWC. This is just goofy. The way we introduce a character is with a dog. Awesome. Anyway, Roderick Strong leaves the building and he's booked for the main event battle royal. He says he's done with all of it. Raquel Gonzalez with Dakota Kai against Zoe Stark. Gonzalez pins Stark in a tune-up as she challenges Shirai for the main event next Wednesday's TakeOver. Gonzalez looks strong, but this was not the squash it could have been, should have been, might have been. Stark is given plenty of offense, which I don't understand. Kai tries to interfere. Stark cuts her off from doing that. A modified blockbuster. Gonzalez cuts her off, delivers signature powerbomb, then obviously gets the victory. Shirai runs down to the match to attack Gonzalez. Shirai sent crashing through the barricade. The Pomeranian seen running around the Performance Center having a great time. At least somebody has a great time when they're at that place. Kushida is interviewed backstage with Pete Dunne, who approaches him. Dunne is mad, and Kushida claims to be the best technical wrestler. They look at each other mean mugging. Prime Target mini documentary hypes the grudge match between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. well done documentary style thing, but I don't know. When you have other goofiness on the show, can you really hold people when you want them to take things seriously? NXT's move to Tuesday is mentioned a second time. They said they're excited. Um, anyway, Transhin, Xia Li, and Mel Ying defeat Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Live pins Catanzaro to win the match. It's, I don't know, too gimmicky for my taste. Lee starts the match alone, as if it's a handicap match. Carter is later in control. Ying is sitting on her throne on the stage. Ying chokes out Carter. Meanwhile, Lee delivers a kick to Catanzaro. Lee covers for the pin. Raquel Gonzalez is interviewed backstage when she is attacked by Shirai. Gonzalez lifts her into a tree slam. Then Gonzalez slams Shirai through a wall. And then the Pomeranian is running up to someone and says, "See you April 13th." The message is signed by Frankie, and I guess they trademarked the name. I guess this anyway. Ciampa cuts a really strong promo challenging Walter. Ciampa is basically one of the better talkers they have. I've known Tommaso for 15 years. Couldn't happen to a better guy. Anyway, USA is. I wonder if they'll be happy with the ratings for NXT on Tuesday nights. Anyhow, LA Knight wins the Gauntlet Eliminator qualifying battle royal. Why you have him lose last week, I have no idea, but they don't book anything more than a week out anyway, so that probably explains it in some weird way. Leon Ruff and Isaiah Swerve Scott come to the ring first. They've been going. Ruff attacks Scott before the bell. Scott clotheslines him and cuts to commercial. Everyone in the ring when the show returns, except for Pete Dunne. Dunne gets an entrance. Battle Royal begins, and it's the same of everything you see. Lots of punch, kick. Jake Atlas is the first eliminated, thanks to the interference, or distraction at least, of Malcolm Bevins. He grabs his foot. Swerve Scott kicks Atlas and eliminates him. Tyler Rust is next eliminated. Scott backdrops him over the top rope. Atlas is knocked out of the ring by Bronson Reed. Lands on his back, and anyway, his feet don't touch the floor. He gets back to his feet. Aja Smith ruled that there is an elimination. Theory is supposed to be a dumb heel, but makes mistakes along the way. This is just goofy. Anyway, Kushida and Dunne face off. Confrontation earlier in the show continues here. They want to decide who the best technical wrestler is. Here's a clue. It's not in WWE. They exchange strikes, and that is a dumb way to determine technical prowess. Kushida is countering a triangle and applies a hoverboard lock. And they both go to the floor. Apparently they're going to feud in the future. Show cuts again to picture-in-picture, which everybody hates, and continues in the ring. Final six are Loomis, Reed, Ruff, Scott, Grimes, and Knight. These six are in a gauntlet match next week. Next Wednesday's match also has Kushida and Dunne. Regal books the match during the commercial break, which is a great time to book a match you want people to tune in for. Anyway, NXT North American Champion Gargano joins the announcer's desk for commentary. Reed eliminates Ruff and Scott, which means these two start the gauntlet match next week. Reed is eliminated by Knight, so Reed is the third entry in the gauntlet match. Final three in the Battle Royal: Grimes, Loomis, and Knight. Loomis finally gets involved in the match, and at least he's there, I guess. Anyway, Grimes tries to bribe Knight and Loomis. with lots of money. They throw Grimes out of the ring. Um, anyway, um, so Knight is charging towards Loomis. Knight goes out of the ring, but he goes sailing between the ropes. He never went over the top. Knight's not yet eliminated. Loomis is standing there. Knight pulls him off the apron to eliminate him. He is the final entrant in the gauntlet next week. Shirai and Gonzalez brawl to close the show. Io Shirai runs down to the ring and she demands Raquel Gonzalez come out. They confront each other. Referees pour out and basically they brawl. Shirai hits a crossbody to the floor. Show closes with Shirai standing tall. I assume Gonzalez is winning the championship, otherwise this is for nothing, but it's WWE, so they do lots of things for nothing. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.